seeing you're playing against a Falkirk team that move you about so well and switch plays so well.
Yeah.
It's another level, isn't it? It's hard to cope.
Of course it is, that's the challenge, because people will say, oh, just sit in a low block, you know, you've done it against Ross County, Dundee United, all these teams we've done well against, but the greatest respect to them, they've maybe played in front of you and allowed you to get set, whereas Falkirk don't do that. No, listen, we knew it was going to be a really, really tough game, but the frustration is that you ride out the wee first phase and you've caught your breath and you go to the pace of the game and then you lose a goal to a set piece and it's a cheap corner we give away. So as a manager you're always going to moan about these wee things, but the better team on the day won. It doesn't mean to say I can't be proud of my players and our effort and our performance. Can it be better? Of course it can. But no, overall pre-season I think it's gone well.
You had your moments when you lost the first goal, you actually get decent possession for periods, and then there was a spell in the second half where you worked Scott Bain a couple of times, so you take those moments.
100%, yeah, of course you do. I think we'd actually started the second half quite well, I thought, and we're probably at our most comfortable in the game when you then lose the second goal, and the crime for me is that you lose the third one so quickly, and that's pretty cheap from my point of view as well. So that's the big lesson today, is that you can't lose consecutive goals back to back that quick.
You ready for the season?
Hope so. I think so. We'll have a couple of bodies back next week. Obviously Kieran was suspended, Tappy's international clearance hadn't come through in time, and that impacts us because we're then having to play dish it right back, and that definitely impacted us today. But listen, no complaints with the result, and as I said, overall I'm happy with pre-season as a whole.
All
the best of the season.
Just finally, how do you think playing against Premiership teams help you prepare for a season in League Two? Do you think playing against these high level oppositions giving you a better run out than playing,
A good question. More often than not, a team in League Two is going to have to play a low block, and they're going to have maybe 30% possession. So it prepares you in that sense in terms of like defending, and you could argue that prepares you for maybe like the last 5 minutes of a game that you're trying to see out. But in reality, next week I hope we'll have a bit more of the ball than we had today. But that's what training's for. So you've got 2 nights next week to work on that. But in general terms, you've got a different game plan. So that's where it's very different.
And do you know anything? What do you expect from East Kilbride coming up from the Lowland League?
Well, they're favourites to win League Two.
Thank
so
you.
I expect it to be a hard game. So in that sense, today was great prep for us. But will they be able to press and get after us with the same intensity as full-time Falkirk players?